Now, just to wrap this up, I want to put everything together. So we will have a look at how to make a course, a set of courses, measure the distances, and then calculate the time it takes to get from A to B to C to D, etc. This is important because navigation is about where I am, where I want to go, and how to get there. And in getting there, we also want to make sure that there is no obstacles or navigational dangers. This is why very often when we do look at these things, we want to stay in the white sectors of the lighthouses for as much as we can. This also means that we can navigate in these waters even when it gets dark. Because white sectors means clear, deep waters. So we start here at this lighthouse, and we stay in this white sector from Leistein Lighthouse. Now we want to set a course that takes us slightly off this shoal here and the rocks in this area. So we set a course that is slightly outside from A to B. We bring the ruler down and we read 254 degrees. Then we want to go from this lighthouse, stay in the white sector for as long as we can, but we see that this white sector is very narrow, so we can't stay the whole way. But there is a red port lateral mark here, and there are some shallow waters and small islands here we want to stay clear of. Once we get past this area, we see that we have plenty of deep water here, so we can go as far as the white sector from this lighthouse. So we go from B to C. I bring the ruler across, and we see that that comes to 295 degrees. Then we want to go from here to here because we want to go to this place here. Just off this little peninsula here. And we want to stay way clear of this peninsula, these islands and small rocks in the water here. Now this green starboard lateral mark should have no consequence for us, nor should this iron pole. But this iron pole here poses also a slight issue, and we want to stay well clear of this, and then we have a green starboard lateral mark here. So we always want to stay, as we say, in the white, so in the white sector, but also in the white of the chart for as much as we can. So I measure the course from here to here, I bring it across, and it reads approximately 20 degrees. And then we go again from here, and then make it well clear here, well clear of this iron pole. Bring it across, and it reads 300. Okay, let's do that again, just make sure that we get it straight. So that's approximately 300 degrees. Now, once we've done that, we want to measure the distances. So I measure the distance from this A to be a little bit more than 4.1 nautical miles. I think I was a little bit inaccurate here, so I'll try it again. Okay. So that makes 4.2 nautical miles, as I previously measured that to 4.1. So that's okay. I'll stand corrected. 4.2 nautical miles. Then we measure the distance to this next turning point. I measure that to 1.3 nautical miles. And then the next again. That's 0.4 nautical miles. And then the last, until we're just off this little peninsula here, which then comes to 1.1 nautical mile. Now, I can put this together. So first 4.2 nautical miles, second 1.3 nautical miles, then 0.4, and then 1.1 nautical miles. So that's 5, that's 0, 1. So that's 7 nautical miles. Now, if our speed is 5 knots, we can then set up the equation. So remember, the distance equals speed times time. So 7 nautical miles divided by 5 knots that's 1.4 hours. So we keep the whole digit, that is 1 hour. So we move that down, that's 1 hour. But then we keep the 0.4. So let's remove the 1. And we have 0.4 hours that we want to convert to minutes. We time that by 60 minutes. So that is 24 minutes.